Hi everyone and welcome to my live. So I'm Rhonda Kelly, in case you don't know who I am. I'm coming to you on Wednesday at 4 p.m. on the 3rd of August 2022. So hello everyone and welcome. Thank you for joining me. Obviously my new time at 4 p.m. On a Wednesday. I did muck up my Facebook post. Thank you to Malvina who highlighted this for me. I originally wrote in a description tomorrow's date. I wrote the 4th of August. So I've obviously corrected that. But my intention was always to come live at 4 p.m. today. So hello, everyone. It looks like I've got some people watching already. So hi, Rimsha. Hi, Malvina. Hi, Neelam. Hi, Robert. How are you all? And hi, Nicole. Yeah, I am. I'm very well, thank you. I'm on Queensland time at the moment. I'm on holiday. So hence I've sort of gone a bit lighter with my hair, just figuring I'm sort of in holiday mode and just enjoying the sunshine. It's a little bit cold. I really wanted to swim again, but I'm not. I haven't been swimming yet. It's a bit too cold for that, but I am enjoying the sunshine. It's definitely warmer than Victoria or Sydney at the moment. So I hope everyone is well. I'm really well, thank you. Please let me know where you're watching from because I'm a sticky beak. I like to know, and let me know what the weather's like and what time it is. Particularly if you're overseas, let me know what time it is. Yeah, yeah, great. Thank you, Neelam. Yeah, so I have, you've probably noticed I've taken a bit of a break from sort of advertising where I am because I'm having a break from tour dates. The next event I'm going to is the Brisbane Mind Body Spirit Festival at the Brisbane Convention Exhibition Centre. That's on the 9th to 11th of September. And then I've got the Sydney Mind Body Spirit Festival on the 13th to 16th of October. So it's obviously only just August. So I've literally got about a month on off, which is just beautiful because I did about 7 weekends in a row where I was touring. So it's really nice to have a break. Having said that, if I'm being contacted for a reading, I'm obviously doing the reading, but I'm not sort of advertising or doing any sort of in-person readings at the moment. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing. Yeah, blonde bombshell, Robert. Thank you. So Neelam, you're watching from India. Beautiful. What? Whereabouts in India? My best friend from school was from Pune in India. But let me know where exactly in India, Neelam, and let me know what time it is. What's the weather like? How's life? That sort of thing. So I'm going to be doing a live again next Wednesday at 4 p.m. And then I'm going to have a break for a couple of weeks. So I'll sort of be back sort of September before I do the Brisbane MBS. So that's what I'm sort of doing while I'm sort of on a bit of a holiday. Um, yeah, welcome, person watching from India. So that's Neelam. And Malvina, thank you so much for letting me know what I'd done in the Facebook description. I haven't spent so long on Facebook recently because they've changed the settings and it's actually just really annoying me. Like I can't sort of when I look on Facebook now, I have to select which page I'm looking from, and I admin some pages as well. And I also have my own pages, my Ocean Wings page, my Rhonda's Readings by Rhonda Kelly, my Rhonda's Readings page, and then my Facebook profile. So I I kind of do separate things. Like for my own private profile, I post a lot of memes and things, and my business pages I post where I'm going and that sort of thing. So I'm still sort of getting the hang of that, and because I mostly use my phone, I'm not finding it user friendly. Oh, near Pina. Okay, it's 11:40. Okay, beautiful. So I just missed. Oh, AM 11:40 AM. Beautiful. Alrighty. So yeah, so I will get back to posting on Facebook more frequently. I'm trying to grow my TikTok presence so that I can do lives on TikTok, and it's a completely different platform. I did a shout out a few weeks ago, and it was awesome because some people that were watching my live went and followed me. Um, and I thought I had to get to 100 people to do a live. So I'm on 78, so not too far off. But it turns out it's got to be 1,000 people. So I have no clue how I'm going to get to 1,000 people with the current rate of growth. So if anyone's got any suggestions on TikTok of anything that work for them, that would be great. I mean, it's kind of funny. Like I just was looking on random things, and it was a guy that was from the profile picture was guessing people's ages, and he said I was 21 or 22. So that's awesome. knocked off at least 20 years off my off my life. So that was like, I kind of think, well, that's kind of catchy. It's bringing people in, but I want to stick to what I'm doing with the psychic work, but also empower people and educate people. So if anyone's got any ideas of how to do that. Alrighty. So hi Tinker, how are you? Hi Sarah. So obviously to get a reading, there's no guarantee of a reading unless you deposit $5 in my PayPal account. But if you'd like your chance of a reading, you've got to like and share my Facebook video. So that's either on Rhonda's Readings by Rhonda Kelly, my page, or my Facebook group, Rhonda's Readings. So whether you're watching from either, as long as you share the video, and let me know that you've shared it before you post your question. Or you can do that as well. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Rhonda's Readings. Alrighty. So that's, and I'll put my ticker going across. So if I do touch on anything during your snapshot reading, you're welcome to have a follow-up reading with me. I am waiting for Nicole's question. So I'm kind of waiting for that. I haven't got any new cards or anything or any books that I've read to do my spiritual book review. I know that I should because I'm on holiday and I should have more time, but I'm doing other things as well. So, but again, if you have any suggestions of something you'd like me to read or, review, I'm more than happy to do that. All right. So I'm just going to start the reading with Nicole. Thanks for that, Nicole. What punishment will Ricky Mail be receiving from the real estate agency and or fair trading? Okay, I'm feeling from real estate it's just a slap on the wrist. It's interesting how spirit works. I jumble my words. I feel like the risk he took normally pays off. So I'm not feeling like he's going to sort of learn from this. I'm feeling more that fair trading is going to limit him. And that's more that, there'll be an alert or something and his name will come up. So I do feel like there'll be punishment, but it's more sort of, it's more sort of like a long-term thing. I don't feel like there'll be an immediate cause and effect, but it's a long-term, it will limit him is what I get. So thank you for that, Nicole. But in terms of what the punishment is, I'm feeling like there'll be a discussion of a fine or something, but he won't have to pay or he'll get out of it. But I feel like by him getting out of the fine, or the money owed or something like that, that will go against his name in the future. So I feel like it's a bit of a long-term sort of karma thing rather than an immediate punishment. And that sort of, I know that's sort of frustrating for you, but I feel like it's actually going to sort of make sense if you look at it from him not being able to do it to someone else. Thanks for that, Nicole. Alrighty, so it looks like Hayley's joined us. Thank you, Hayley. Hello. All right, so Neelam from India has asked, can I get a message from my spirit team? There's a need for you to shake things up a bit, Neelam. I kind of feel, I know you get impatient, and I know you're kind of specific about what you're motivated in or what you're interested in, but I'm just seeing kind of like in terms of things hovering around you that you're not doing and things that you're juggling. Just add a few more things in the mix, like juggle it more. I just feel there's a need to sort of shake up your routine a bit and start doing the things that you're not that interested in, because you've kind of, I feel like you're kind of limiting yourself at the moment. And that it feels like there's an opportunity from your family around a career choice that you're going to make in a couple. I'm drawn to you making a career choice next month or in a couple of months, but you're kind of, and it's not a family that's involved with that career, but I know it feels male, but he'll suggest things that are sort of worth your while considering. Thanks for that, Neil. Alrighty, so Rimsha has asked, will I get another job within this week? I feel like you will be offered something, but I don't see you starting it straight away. So yeah, I feel like you will get another job, but you won't be starting at that job. Okay, so Robert's just said, I had a rather strange experience in my unit. It felt cold for a while. I was wondering if you could possibly shed some light on what was happening. Any insight would be appreciated. Um, I'm just feeling like spirit. I'm getting a female, an older female in spirit, and she was just passing through. I don't, I don't feel that she was related to you, but I don't know whether you're in a block of units or, um, but I'm feeling like she just, yeah, I suddenly felt a bit dizzy, like, and a bit confused. So I feel like this lady had dementia and she was living somewhere around your area or was in fact a neighbor of yours, but I feel like her family put her into care because of her dementia. And I feel like she was a bit confused. And I actually feel like she died recently. And I feel like she was a bit confused and she was just sort of like walking through. And I'm drawn to the block of land either side of you. And I feel like she just decided to walk through at your level. That's what I'm picking up. So I don't feel anything bad towards you. I don't actually feel like she knew, and I don't feel like her intention was to visit you. I just feel like she was sort of walking around for a bit, like where am I? And but I feel that she crossed over shortly after that happened. Thank you for that, Robert. Alrighty. Yeah, so then, as I said, the next festival I'm doing is September the 9th to 11th at the Brisbane Convention Exhibition Centre. Taking a break till then. Did anyone watch my live on PTV a couple of weeks ago? I was with Harry T, the awesome Harry T. Okay, so let me have a look. I've got Malvina's question. Loved and shared. Thank you, Malvina. Rhonda, finally made you live. Feeling a bit lost at work and what direction I want to be in. Can you and Spirit give me some guidance on when and where I will enjoy my work, or will enjoyment come when I retire completely? No, I actually feel like you will enjoy your work. Um, I'm still feeling like you're a breath away kind of thing. Like I feel like you've um like I'm seeing you and I'm seeing a group of people to be connected to, and you're sort of like a breath away or a step away from that. So I feel like you haven't kind of completely transitioned into the role you're meant to be in. Um, and I feel like it's just a matter of sort of words being spoken or like us conversations like, yeah, come on over kind of thing. So um, I'm really surprised that hasn't happened yet, but I'm not, more importantly, I'm not feeling there's any blockage from you. Um, I just feel have a chat to people and just like in terms of the direction, like where you want to be and the people you want to work with, actually communicate with them. And I feel like you've already got that connection, or it's like you've already been invited, but they haven't invited you, kind of thing. So I feel like the energy around that is really going to change. So be careful about and feeling lost, like rather than say, "Oh, I hate feeling like this," sort of say to yourself, "Oh, looking forward to when I'm there. I'm looking forward to having that connection," because I see you connecting people, Malvina. Thank you for that. Okay. Yeah, I'm going well. Thanks, Nicole. Alrighty. So we've got some more people. So let me know where you're watching from. Thanks. I know where some of you are. Oh, thank you, Haley. Aren't you beautiful? So did anyone watch my PTV live a couple of weeks ago? I'm not. Oh, you did. Beautiful. So I'm not actually doing one for August, but I'm doing one late September, or sort of the third week in September, I think. No, that's okay. Thanks, Margaret. So, hi, Kerry. When do you think we will move to the coast? I I'm kind of hearing. I'm not here. I'm just hearing noise with that. Like I'm not feeling like anyone's saying anything from spirit, but I feel like there's a bit of stubbornness around it. I'm not sure whether it's your energy I'm picking. It's definitely a female energy, like a stubbornness or resistance to that. And I don't know whether it's your daughter Kerry or what, whether you're doing this or your daughter's doing, but I feel like whatever the stubbornness is about that, just let it go. And then I feel like you'll move as soon as you've done that. But I actually feel like you're going to be moving this year. I'm drawn to September, actually, like late September. Like I feel like you're going to move and then it's going to start getting hotter. But it's kind of a weird energy, Kerry. I feel like you've already decided where you're going to go. That's kind of yeah, it's a bit unusual. So I'm feeling I'm feeling conflicted in this reading, basically. But whatever there's causing that conflict or resistance, just let that go. Thanks, Kerry. All right, so thank you, Malvina. Validation. I'm in a role that is new and work does not know how it will develop. Trial and error, I guess. Yeah, and it's all indoors. Or all indoors. Will I get outdoors? Yeah, you will. And see if you can have a meeting outdoors or get people to like walk around or something. There's value in sort of getting people outside and exercising. Um, I do like the new role, but I'm just feeling like you've got to take charge of how it's going to develop. And and I'm seeing you being outdoors on a Monday and a Friday, like whether you have team meetings on Monday or Friday or something. I'm also feeling with that new role, do a bit of an audit of who has keys to the buildings. Um, I'm feeling like if you ask or you look it up, there'll be different sets of numbers. It's almost like changing the locks or something and having control of who's got the keys. So I don't know what that is. I don't feel like is anything bad coming, Malvina, but I feel like you've just kind of got to take charge of that. And by doing that, you're able to change the energy around the work. All right, thanks for that. Yeah, absolutely, Robert. So the Sydney MBS is going to be on the 13th to the 16th of October. And the Sydney Ocean Wings event is Saturday, the 5th of November at the Tram Sheds. And it's also in Albury on the 3rd and 4th of December. So that's a Christmas event. So, if you want to, you're more than welcome to do both. But if for Albury, I know you went with Lenny or something to Albury, or that might be fun. All right, thanks for that. Thanks, Malvina. Okay, and did anyone have any sort of spiritual related questions? Like, the last one I posted was, what advice would you give your younger self? So is there anything sort of like that you any sort of question you've been thinking about, or anything that someone said to you and thought, oh, that's interesting, wonder what other people would think of that. So this is also a forum where you can post a spiritual related question. I've had I don't know if anyone knows, I'm on a couple of American platforms as well as Psychic TV, and I've had some really, really interesting readings lately. Like, what I'll just say is, life gets complicated, but I'm always amazed at the people that have so much adversity in their life, but still give so much. You've obviously got to set boundaries and things like that, but there's people that just have limitless energy and they, care for someone disabled, or they, they sort of try so hard, or they work full time or run their own business and do voluntary work and that sort of thing. So, it's always amazing how people set the energy and the momentum in their own life. Okay. Okay, so Robert has asked what started me on my spiritual journey. I was kind of, I was psychic and medium my whole life, but I wasn't encouraged by my parents. I started doing psychic fairs, oh my God, years ago, like probably, actually it was when I lived in the UK. I had a UK ancestry visa in the early 2000s, and started sort of having more spiritual friends. So it was when I came back to Australia, I was more involved going to spiritualist churches and that sort of thing. Then started doing weekend psychic fairs. Met Francis Bevan, worked for him in Melbourne at the Mind Body Spirit Festival. Started taking his bookings. Then started doing readings on his stand. Then moved to Sydney. Met Florence King. Started doing psychic development classes, and really, she pushed me to go to sort of the smaller fairs. So I'd already been doing MBSs, but doing smaller fairs, and she really helped me grow in confidence. And I was still working in my other careers. I kind of went from science to law, was doing different things. And when I was in my last legal job, I wasn't happy. It was a really long commute. It was like 2 hours there, 2 hours back. Principal solicitor was just a very very closed-minded sort of person, and I just clashed with her. But it was I asked for I was doing sort of psychic fairs on a weekend and working during the week, and I asked Spirit for guidance. And I basically said, if I'm not meant to be doing this, if I'm meant to be doing my spiritual work full time, give me a sign. And we had a shared calendar, and my name actually disappeared from that shared calendar. So, of course, then she came in and told me off and asked me what I did. And I said, nothing. And IT came out, still couldn't get my name on the calendar. And I just said to Spirit, okay, I understand. I'll do this full time as my business. And then my name, I said, you can fix it now. And my name returned back to the shared calendar. So that's actually what happened for my final sort of confirmation of, okay, I'll do this as a full-time business rather than as a hobby. It's something I can do. So that's sort of how I started my spiritual journey and how that sort of evolved. And it's been great. Like I've used sort of my non-spiritual work experience in the business setting, and then over the years sort of read about marketing and business, and turns out I was already doing the things that I was meant to be doing. So that's sort of how that evolved. And I like to be innovative and do different things, and it's quite funny. Imitation's the best form of flattery. I have other psychics copy or do something one year, the next year they're at that event or they're doing something different. So it is quite funny. I'm just waiting for everyone to now start organising their own psychic fairs. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. And with the Ocean Wings, I'm part of that is sort of mentoring junior psychics and people that have obviously very talented, but they're not sort of started their own business or that sort of thing. So that's what I'm doing with Ocean Wings. So yeah, I'll write the Ocean Wings website, but I've got the dates there. So that's me. And I also do, I teach, so Malvina asked if I'm doing mediumship classes. Malvina, if you want to message me, because someone else asked about that. So I'll be doing online sort of things, but I'm not going to advertise it. I'll just work out with the people that want to do it. Like I'll message you all together or something, and we'll work out a time. But yeah, I do teach one-on-one anyway. I just haven't advertised the classes yet, and I'm going to be doing that in a different format. But I just haven't finalised that yet. But yeah, if you want to check out my future events, that's oceanwings.com.au. Alrighty, so. All right, so obviously I've got some new people watching, and welcome. If you don't know me, that's who I am, Rhonda Kelly. The ticker going across is my website, rhondasweddings.com. And if you do want to ask for a reading, you've got to like and share my Facebook video, or subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. And thank you so much to all the people that alert me to the trolls. So I obviously delete those comments as well. And I've got a warning on my sort of on my website, actually, just that if someone if someone wants to friend request you or ask for banker details or that sort of thing, I don't condone that in any way. So please just block them, and please report it. You can report it on Facebook to me, or just message me directly that that's going on, and I'll act on that straight away. Okay, so I've got a Facebook. Hi, Malik. I've got a Facebook user. So if you could let me know your name as well. Okay, so Sarah, have you? I can see your message. Have you liked and shared my video? All right, thank you. Thanks, Hayley. You've subscribed to my YouTube channel. Do you think I will make some good close connection with people in physical therapy school? Thank you. I feel yes, but I feel not yet. There's kind of I'm feeling like it's going to be a bit slow to form the friendships. I know it's probably not what you want to hear, but I'm not feeling like you'll have like I feel like you'll make good connections, but they won't be close. Like the closeness is going to happen in time. Um, I'm drawn to you having two friends from that, and I feel like I'm being told that one of them sounds like your mum. It's almost like I just feel like her voice, when you hear her talk, you think it's your mum behind you, and it's not. It's someone completely different. And I feel like you'll find that really funny. So, but I feel like she's completely different from your mum. So, there's something funny about one of their voices and what it reminds you of. But I see that I see her being one of those close friends. Thanks for that, Hayley. Okay, all right. Let me have a look. Okay, all right. So I've got Saya. Hello, Rhonda. Liked and shared. Can I get a reading about to be in a serious relationship, please? Um, I do. I see you having a choice about this relationship. Actually, um, I I feel like you. It's almost like Saya, when you have matters of the heart, you become more analytical. um, so I kind of feel like once you've made a decision, um, not sort of stop thinking about it, but just let it go, let it flow. Like I feel like once you've decided, if you don't kind of let it flow, then you overthink about it and you don't enjoy the moment. So that's what I'm getting with that. There's actually someone around you, like it feels like you're already in a relationship, and I am actually seeing a ring going on your finger, but I feel like that's later in the year. Um, Yeah, so I'm just feeling don't overthink it. I feel like once you're in that relationship, as that relationship's evolving, just let it flow. Thanks for that, Saya. Oh, it's you, Malvina. Yeah, so I am doing mediumship class. I'm happy to do one-on-one mediumship classes actually. There's one other person that's interested. So even if it's sort of two of you, if you're happy with that, or just one. But and yeah, if you can message me what time of the week you prefer, because I've got a few options, and yeah, we'll take it from there. Thanks, Malvina. Okay. Oh, that's okay, Tinker. That's right. I think you were there, Hayley. I think you were there for the PTV show. Yeah. So it's going to be exciting with Harry T in the September one. It's going to be also sort of an option to ask questions about spirituality, or about how I started. So sort of much the same as what I'm doing in this. So that's going to be a really awesome one. It'll just be Harry and myself, and you can ask us questions. Thanks, Hayley. Okay. Oh, South Africa. Hello, welcome. I love the I've been to Cape Town a few times, and I love the cream. Is it Sparletta? Is that what I think? The little cream soda cans and the cream soda lollies. And also, I like the peanut butter. I think it's called Yum Yum peanut butter. That's absolutely delicious. And I cook that in satay as well as like peanut butter on toast. But yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, beautiful, Saya. Okay. All right. I'm just actually just going to take a photo of that because I remember Malvina. I'm just going to take, excuse me, just going to take a photo of my screen so I remember your name. Yeah, so it is the Sparletta ones. Yeah, that's my favourite actually. Whereabouts in South Africa are you from, Margie? And has anyone else been to South Africa? Been to Johannesburg Airport, beautiful airport, great shopping, but didn't go outside the airport. Alrighty, so let me have a look. Yes, blonde bombshell. When am I coming to the Gong? That's a good question. I will be back in Sydney September, October, so after the MBS. Then I'll be in Port Macquarie. No, I won't. I'll be in Coffs Harbour the weekend of the 7th and 8th of October, I think it is, or 8th and 9th. So I'm at Katrina's Body, Mind, Soul Festival, Coffs, and then coming down to the Sydney MBS. So don't sort of have any plans. I know there's someone that organises psychic fairs down there, but I've been too busy to go to any of those for a while. Okay, let me have a look. Okay, so yes, I do. That's called mediumship. Oh, Pretoria. Okay. A friend of mine is from Pretoria. Oh, actually, she's not originally. She's originally from Croatia, but she's lived in Pretoria. Oh wow, the opposite side. So you're from Alaska. Wow, I haven't actually been to Alaska. I've been to Canada, but not as far north. Okay, all right. So let me have a look. So I'm just looking up for. I did see a question I was drawn to and I can't find it. So just chat amongst yourself. Oh, thank you, Melvin. Aren't you sweet? I've been seeing frogs everywhere in Queensland. It's not, we're on a sunshine close, so it's not, certainly not in the wilderness or anything, but I'm seeing a lot of frogs. I did visit my cousin, actually. I haven't seen my cousin in about 10 years. I visited her. She lives nearby, or couple hours drive, but it's nearby. It's closer than I've been for ages. So visited her, and that was absolutely beautiful. Saw kangaroos, saw kookaburras, saw rosellas. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Okay, so Sarah. All right, thank you for liking and sharing. Love a reading, please. Will I move jobs this year, and what do you see me doing? I'm I'm actually I'm being told patience is needed. I'm drawn to next year. I'm drawn to February. I feel like you're going to be really busy in February. Um, I I feel like I'm feeling like the move this year. It just doesn't. The job change this year doesn't feel right, or it's kind of like if you moved, you would change jobs again in February. Like I'm just feeling like just make sure it's just the one move, not the two moves. That's what I'm drawn to. But I do. And what do I see you doing? Okay, I've just gone blank. um, you're going to be. I'm being told you've got to create your own canvas. Like it's not going to be. It's more a job where you're going to be thinking on your feet and trusting your intuition rather than having it be so routine. So there's a bit of, and there's a bit of teaching or something in that. It's almost like what I'm saying is you starting with two other people and you're kind of teaching each other, but you're asking each other. So I feel like one of the other women is she's just someone you meet and you just think straight away, wow, you think differently from other people. So I feel like the February job connection is more interesting or more like you'll be you'll be really sort of stimulated at work is what I'm getting. Thanks for that, Sarah. Okay. Hey, Lenny, how you going? Good to see you. Yeah, that's okay, Lenny, but let me know what you're interested in. If you're interested in Sydney, 5th of November, Albury, 3rd, 4th of December, or Canberra, the last weekend in February. I think it's 22nd, 23rd, something like that. And if you want to, even if you and Robert or something wanted to carpool or whatever that is. Okay, Vanessa, your battery's nearly flat. Okay, I'll get to you. I've liked and shared. Thank you. Okay, oh, you didn't have a question. I was going to answer your question. Okay, just going to scroll up. Here we go. Okay. Oh, okay. Lost your car keys. Someone picked it up for me, or do you feel it's in my home? I feel like someone's picked it up for you. Yeah, I don't feel it's in your home. I'm seeing the key. It's like you took it out the ignition, put it on the front seat, and it fell down the side, or it fell. It almost like fell in the door pocket, or it fell outside. So I feel like someone's picked it up, and I don't feel there's any bad intention. I just feel like someone's picked it up, and someone's gonna. I feel like someone's gonna ask you and say, "Is this your key?" Yeah, so I see it being returned to you. Actually, I'm not feeling concerned about that. Or someone might. No, actually, I'm not even getting that someone's going to put it under the door. But I see somehow that going from someone picking it up to being in your home. Thanks, Vanessa. Okay. Oh, thank you, Malik. Okay, I did see that you posted a question. I didn't read it though. Oh wow, hi Eaton, watching from Zimbabwe. Beautiful. So what's the weather like in Zimbabwe? Okay, all right. So I'm going to have a look. Alrighty, so Malik's asked a question. Hi, ma'am. That makes me feel old. Advise, are these companies are good for me? Artemis for Contragrid and Manpower, Speed Logistics Services, Apollo Demara Hotel. Okay, I'm drawn to Speed Logistics Services being the best fit for you. I'm next drawn to Apollo, and then I'm next drawn to Artemis. So you've written them as 1, 2, 3. I'm drawn to 2, 3, 1. Artemis feels like it takes too long, or you're going to feel like they're wasting your time or something like that. And that's not because speed is in the name of the second one. I just feel like that matches your energy a bit more. Thanks for that, Malik. Okay. Alrighty. So let me have a look. Yeah, so the Facebook user, if you can click on the link in my description and allow StreamYard to show your Facebook name, because otherwise I can't. And you only need to do it once, but otherwise I can't actually see who you are. Okay, let me know also if anyone is interested in joining me for some future YouTube content. I've got some ideas of different playlists and things I'm doing. I haven't posted sort of non-live videos for a while, but I've been working on that. So if you do have an interest in that, please let me know. And if there's anything in particular that you'd like or you are interested in, let me know. And I'll just intuitively feel if you're suitable for any of the ideas I've got. All right, thanks for that. Yeah, so if you click that link and then post your question, let me know that you've shared that. Then I'll answer your question. All right. So hi, Casey. Haven't seen you for a little while. Welcome. Just checking. Okay. Liked and subscribed. Love to have a reading. I have been struggling for years and need spiritual guidance on my future. What is my purpose in life? Also, do I have a future in the music field? I feel you do have a future in music. Um, yeah, it just doesn't feel like it's flowing right now. But I feel like there's an energy shift just around the corner. Okay, so you've just lost a friend. Yeah, he's definitely at peace. Um, he's a lot more at peace than he was when he was alive. I you've actually there's value in you creating, KC. Um I know you kind of like a routine and you have comfort in that, but I kind of feel like um I feel like what's happening with this is that your confidence has yeah, like I feel like your confidence has taken a bit of a battering. So um it's kind of like do a positive focus on each day with an affirmation of being confident and do that before you go to bed at night because I'm feeling like what you I don't know. I don't feel like you watch horrors at night or something like that, but your mind is elsewhere before you go to bed, and I feel like you then that affects your mood when you wake up in the morning. So I feel like that this is something you're able to sort of get out of and change that energy. Um, and I do feel like when you do that, you're sort of going to be a bit more focused and not just with the music, but you're quite um, it's interesting. You're okay, so you're quite creative, but you're also like you're structural. Like you're sort of visual, and you see a way of doing something, and you see that path, and that might be it's not going A to B. It's sort of going A in whatever way it is for you. So there's sort of strength in you planning your career. So I just feel keep doing those affirmations and those confidence building things, and once you get your confidence back it's going to really take off. And the music side of things, you've already been noticed for your music, so there's kind of been a bit of a missed opportunity there, I feel, Casey. All right, thanks for that. Okay, alrighty. Okay, Robert has said I watched the Disney Pixar movie Soul with Lee and found it so inspiring. Oh, right. Wow. Okay. I haven't. Is that on the Disney Channel? I don't. I never heard of that. Can you sort of elaborate on what it's like? That's okay, Casey. So just remember, if you do want a reading, you need to tell me that you've liked and shared my video on Facebook, or and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Rhonda's Readings. Okay, and I've just lost all my comments. So that's fantastic. Okay, I've literally just lost all my comments. So I won't be able to answer any comments. I don't feel like I'm freezing or anything. I feel like the internet connection's okay, but my my losing the comments is telling me otherwise. Okay. But Robert, if you can, have you? Oh, now I can see it again. So if you can let us know more about that movie and like, was it about reincarnation or sort of like a karmic sort of thing of why you're here? Yeah. So Sarah, I've answered your question. If you've missed it, you have to watch back. All right, beautiful. Thank you, Federica. Okay. So you did post a question, didn't you? Hi. Do the spirits have a message for me? I'm I'm drawn to there having been conflict between two women that you know. And I feel like you've got to step away from that. Like I know that's a weird thing to come through, but that's what I'm feeling into. I'm feeling like there's been conflict with two women that you know, and there's a loose family connection to it. So it might be like a sister-in-law or a cousin or someone that's not the first person you think of as family. But whatever the conflict is, I feel like either your name's been mentioned or they're trying to drag you into it. And I'm just feeling like take a really step back from that. And I feel like the spiritual sort of message around that, like your guides are saying, just look after your inner peace and quiet. Like don't let anyone disrupt that. And I'm also drawn to 8 years ago, Federica. I feel like this, I know this is sort of like the 7-year itch, but I'm feeling like this, whatever's happened around these two women happened directly in your life 8 years ago. And I feel like you almost learned that lesson, but this is just a final sort of confirmation of that's not my problem. I'm not going to get involved in that. Thanks for that, Federica. Okay, let me have a look. Yeah, okay, beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for subscribing. So for those of you who don't know, I'm on YouTube, Rhonda's Readings, Facebook, Rhonda's Readings by Rhonda Kelly and Rhonda's Readings. I'm on Twitter at Rhonda Psychic. I'm on Instagram at Psychic Rhonda Kelly. And I'm on TikTok at Rhonda's Readings. I'm trying to increase my followers on TikTok to 1,000. So I've only got like 922 to go. And once I can do that, I can do lives on TikTok. So that's my next sort of ambition to do that. And it's one of those things people say they had no followers and then had like 1,000 in a month. Well, that hasn't happened to me because I've been on it, I think, for a couple of months now. But if anyone has any divine guidance about TikTok that and getting followers so I can do this live, and obviously won't do a live for as long on TikTok. I'll still keep doing this, but that's sort of my intention. All right, so we're looking where I asked Robert about the Disney Pixar movie Soul with Lee. Yes, it's about a man who loves jazz and going to a band audition and dies unexpectedly and decides to come back to fulfill his dream. Okay, yeah, because that's when you talked about it, I was drawn to reincarnation. That's the only thing I was told. So that's really interesting. What I'm also picking up, I mean, I've never heard of it, Robert, and I've never seen it, but what I'm picking up from Spirit is that the person who wrote it or thought of the idea has had near-death experiences. So I feel like, and I just got goosebumps. So I feel like this was very much a really personal project, and there's been a lot of research about reincarnation, I'm feeling. So quite interesting. And I feel like I'm actually reading a book on near-death experiences at the moment, and it's quite a big book. But it really does get you thinking about why we choose certain contracts and why we choose certain people in our lives. Like I feel that I was born to the wrong family, and every interaction with my family, I feel like I'm going into battle. I feel like I have to protect myself and I have to ground myself and do all that. So, but obviously as a soul, I've chosen that, and I've chosen more specifically my mum, and I've been very protective of my mum, and it's almost killed me it nearly did kill me. I nearly lost my life doing it, protecting mum. But it's interesting that I've chosen that soul contract, and it's only been in recent years I've really let that go. Like spiritually, I've let that go, and I've had forgiveness or something more approaching forgiveness than I've had. So, it's absolutely fascinating what our purpose in life is and what we've come to do. Yeah, so it's really, really interesting. Does anyone else have any sort of movies or books they've watched or read that have made them question their life purpose, their sole purpose? I'm being told that someone in this audience does past life regressions. So like Paul Williamson does, but I'm being told that someone in this actually does that, like has started doing it. It's like I'm getting a female energy, like you've dabbled in it, but you've either not taken it seriously or not kind of, or had a sort of a self-doubt of, well, I don't really get this, I don't really need to do this anymore. But what I'm being told is to do that, like to ask the questions you need to, or validate that in your own way. But I feel like you've had really interesting past lives, so there's a lot of value in you specifically doing past life regressions. Oh, okay, Sarah. So we were talking about, Robert was talking about a Disney Pixar movie he'd seen called Soul and, what was it? Soul and Lee, I think. Yeah, Soul and Lee. And it validated for Robert his life purpose. And apparently it was about a man who loves jazz, and he was going to a band audition, but he died. So that was unexpected, but then he decided to come back and fulfill his dream. So that's what we're sort of talking about. And before Robert told me what the movie was about, my guides told me it was about reincarnation. Okay, thank you so much, Margaret. I'll just quickly answer your question. Just want to know about my kids' future, son 19, daughter 16. I'm being told yin and yang, they're polar opposites to each other, but those opposites are going to be opposite in a different way. Like their energies are quite balanced for each other. Yeah, I feel positive about their future. Your son's going to be, in a couple of years' time, I'm feeling like your son's going to have a completely different focus in his career or what he wants to do. And your daughter's going to have the same thing when she's 25, or sort of the like 24 going to 25. But yeah, interesting. They're going to have interesting careers, I feel. Thanks for that, Margie. Alrighty, so that's probably it, I think. Thank you so much for everyone who's watched. So it seems like my time slot's not too inconvenient for people. I'm still getting people watching. Obviously, there will be some people that can't watch the earlier one, but that's okay. You can always watch this back later. If you do have any trolls posting comments, please let me know, because I don't spend a lot of time on Facebook now because I don't like the new format. So if there's a troll, then I'll obviously get on that straight away. And even if you can text me as well or send me a message, I really appreciate, particularly Robert, Tinker, Lenny, you guys have let me know. So that's awesome. Yeah, so if you can let me know that, that's great. Otherwise, I'll see you next Wednesday at 4 p.m. If I have touched on anything that you want to go into more detail about or want an actual reading with me, just look at my website, rhondasreadings.com, the banner going across, and you can book a private reading with me. Other than that, I'll see you next week. And thank you for liking and sharing my Facebook video and subscribing to my YouTube channel, Rhonda's Readings. So if you're on TikTok, please like or follow Rhonda's Readings. And if you are not on TikTok, tell your friends who are on TikTok to like me, and then I'll be able to be able to do sort of this on TikTok just for short ones. Yeah, I love Jennifer Love Hewitt. And that's basically what we do, mediumship. All right, but thank you so much for watching. Take care, everyone.